Hello, good evening. I hope everyone is doing well. It's time for a game dev. I realized it's been a while because I was looking back and I'm like, oh well, how long has it been since I did an 8-level design on? Well, I'm trying to keep it this stream, right? And I was looking and I was like, well, okay, obviously last week I didn't do anything, and then the week before we had subathon, and then the week before that I canceled. Because I got locked out. So, it's been 3 weeks. I mean, we did some game dev 2 weeks ago. We did Mickey in the Lunchbox mock, but hi Paul. That's a hello. Yes, I have a big head. So, yeah, we're gonna be working on stuff. This is where we're at with this. Actually, give me a second. Well, actually, no, it might be fine. Wait, let's see. Oh, there we go. Now this was in the update. So this is actually the region we're working on. For clarity. This area up here, and then this big chunk here. So as you can see, of this big chunk, we're about, is that 1, 2, and a bit? About halfway-ish. Hi, Roman. How are you doing? Yeah. So, we're getting there. Working on updating it. So I think today what we're gonna do, because I think I'm gonna make my way this way across. We kind of have like the steam plant and then the town, right? And it's like the big things, and then there's in between, right? Like this is in between these regions, and then this is kind of in between like these two, So I think what I want to do is to do the steam plants, thing, push it really far, and then blend this way, up this way, like that sort of thing. So we'll push it, maybe push it up here, blend. That's one thing we're gonna do today. This might take the whole time. We'll see. But yeah, so that would be, which one is that? This is 9-6. This is 10-6. That must be 10-5. You didn't expect to like Persona that much? Oh, really? You like it? Which part do you like about it? Oh, goodness. My nose is running. 1 second. I better go catch it. Oh no. You're drowning in content. Oh, that's good. I told you it's like 100 hours just for one playthrough. You'll be well fed for a very long time. I'm trying out a new shampoo and conditioner, but I might be allergic to it, so I'm just sort of sitting here like, does it burn? Does my head burn? Does my skin burn? Is this itch on my hand because I touched the dog, or is it because of the shampoo? So much shop, places go, character interact with, etc. Yeah. It's definitely like you could do everything in the game if you had a guide. If you're just going blind, you're just like, oh, how am I supposed to know where to go, what to do, all that other stuff? It's 10-5, I think. I usually cleared, you know what was funny? I usually cleared the dungeons in the first like 2 days of the, like it was open for, you know, like they're like, they'll give you like a month to clear the dungeon. I cleared it in like 2 days, and then I spent the rest of the time just doing like real world stuff. Yeah, there we go. All right. So I think what I want to do for this area is trees. Well, obviously, but like behind my head. Oh. Well, thank you for the raid. Fork Road Games. Hello, Raiders. What were you up to? How was your stream? Just started, so we are getting started with some level design. My head is big and it's in the way. Trees. Okay. So I'm thinking about doing the pine trees here. Like these ones. I don't know if these would work well. I might remove them, but yeah. Bunch of these. What's up? Building out a survival horror game. Oh. Yeah, going from a survival horror game to this is definitely gonna lower the stress. Hope it went well. Yeah, so I think the main thing we're gonna use here are trees. You like how they did Saturday and Sunday? Like you talk to friends, go to the shop, and day's over. This is so life. I know. You know, I think when I played that game, it was like you only do 3 things and then you're done for the day. Same with like dating sims, actually. You do 3 things, you're done for the day. But like as an adult now, I'm like, no, yeah, you do 3 things, you're done for the day. And go to school. You'll do something after school, and then you have your evening, and that's it. That's all you got. You know. Alright, let me see. So I do like how this originally was. I did delete it though, but we'll fix it. Wake up, work, eat, sleep. Sometimes you shower. I'm a shower in the evening type of person. What on earth is my cat doing? I found the source of why the box gets pushed out. He just pushed it. Okay. You like crosswords games too? Yeah. I don't really do crossword very often, but yeah, I did Sudoku a lot when I was in university. This is an RPG I'm building? Yes, this is Gatela. It's a Victorian steampunk RPG with debate battles. Let me see if I can get the, there you go, there's a demo. Wait, that's not you. Is that you? Sound. Okay, well. I'm like, is there another cat I don't know about in here? It just sounded like someone was scratching at the door, but I'm like, I only got one cat and he's on my feet. And I know where the dogs are. I can see them. So it's like, what's going on? You hope I will add crossword game and get Taylor too. Oh god, stop asking for things. Crossword puzzles. Alright, let's see. So, let me just quickly. I think one of the changes we're gonna make, there's no road right now, right? And I think that's a little strange to have like this big door with no road. So I think what I'm gonna do is just like add a little thing like up this way. It's not gonna necessarily attach, I don't think. Okay, so this is the grass overlay. Oh, it's not just. What is this? I don't know. Even have tiles? I wish you could check if it had tiles or not. I don't think it has. No? Okay, well, goodbye. Oh, the dirt is on the grass layer. Literally, is this an allergic reaction or am I just dying? Brick is brick. I'm not gonna change that. Well, I'm definitely having some sort of allergic reaction. Oh. Well, that's fun. Okay. I'm gonna make a separate layer for dirt. All right. So I think there's not going to be too much of it added here because obviously it's at the border, the edge here. But we can have it up here. Save me from the allergies. You don't understand why after MC die in battle is game over. A second. In some RPGs, you have to think about it as like first person or third person storytelling, right? In some RPGs, you're third person storytelling, so the party is the unit, so when the party gets wiped out, that's it. But in other RPGs, like I'm guessing in Persona, because that's what you're talking about, when the protagonist dies, that's your first person narrator, and that's the one that that's the problem, you know. Let me see. So I think it's just because it's a first person narrative. I think it has some connecting to do here. But it doesn't look like any of it's dirt, so I'll just do the dirt for now. Alright, and then hang on. My friend got back to me today. They said they'd be able to, they have some time in the next bit to sanity check my script edits, so very thankful on that. I'm trying to organize it for them for the weekend. But that part's been going all right. Mostly what I'm asking them is a sanity check, because I don't want to rewrite things again. I don't want there to be like some glaring issue that I haven't thought of, you know. And it's like, damn, if I knew about that, I would have been able to fix a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's a little bit more jaggy. This is a little too straight. Let me fix that. Take one of these here. The thing is that you don't really see the inside of here too much, I think. So I think that's fine. Like I don't have to put any detail on the bricks and stuff. What is it, 9.5? Tall grass, let me see. That's what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 10 from the bottom. One, two, three. Oop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like so. Is this one also? Yeah. That one's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 from the top. Hey Ramon, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I hope that's right. We'll find out. Go. Oh, there they are. $423. Okay. So if we take it, actually, there's only 2 items. I can just. The X should be. What is that? What 3168 minus 3200 is -32. And then this one is. Oh wait, was this right on the edge? No. 3.98. That one correct then? Am I streaming on Twitch? Yep, both. That one was right. Okay. So I think we just have this guy to copy over. Yeah, no trees or anything. All right. This would be outside objects, I believe. I'm just gonna rename this to landscape. That is not the correct location. 3194. Oh. Thank you for following. 3914. That's definitely not 3194 minus 320. It's -6. Okay. It gave me like 700 and something. Like that's wrong. -6. Is 992 the right one? No, it should be 800. Yeah. Okay, so we know this grass is in the right place. Cool. So that's everything copied from there over. Let's adjust it now. So I think this top one, I'm just gonna have it round off on the edge here. Like this instead. This one, I'll extend it out a little. Like this. I think I might be allergic. Wow. Those things I'm allergic to. Oh, it was so expensive. Oh. Game of choice. Uh-oh. Escape simulator. Is that the one you were mentioning, Paul? Let me see. Oh, yeah, this was the one you were mentioning. Oh, we'll find out how smart I really am. Let me wishlist that. So I don't forget. Actually, let me note it down and wish it. her, yeah, I'm allergic. And she's like, I told you. And she's like, go wash your hair. I'm like, no, it's true. It's fine. It's not burning. Can't make it before winter sale. That's okay. Am I the one doing art for my game? I do a little bit, but not a ton. Most of it's done by other people I hire. Where's the... That should, there we go. There you go. That has all the fellows and what they do. She's gonna come and chat and yell at me at this rate. Okay. Yes, right. I was gonna wish list it. Wait, give me a second. If I go over here, escape simulator. Okay. Wish list it. And then I'll add it to the list, and I will let you know. Where's my list? You know, I just got rid of Shrimpies. Alright, I'll figure out when to schedule that ball. Oh, I'm so annoyed I'm allergic. Let me go figure out what I'm allergic. Give me a second. Ah, I should be. You honked me while I sat down. Anyways, I'm not having like a I need to go deal with it immediate. Expert timing, exactly. Expert timing. Okay. I told my sister I'm not having a severe allergic reaction. It's fine. It's only a minor one. Alright, cool. So let's see. Let's start with the trees. I think what we had before was something like this. That. Like that. Yeah, that's good enough. And then something like this. That's fine. It was beside each other, but we'll just offset a bit. Okay, so I want mainly pine trees here. Yes, we can do maybe a big tree. I think like here. We can do one here. And then we need some blending in this direction. So it might be good for the big trees. Okay, lots of pine trees. That's what we wanted. And then on this side, we mostly have like the smaller trees. I have that cut there because I imagine we'll be blending this area. No, it might be okay. That might be okay for trees. Okay, so let's make patches and stuff. Yeah, we have like small squares in this area. So we can do that. And then I think, yeah, we had more small squares, so we can phase that out a bit. Right, like that. Not that you don't see any, but just that they're basically gone. And then I want to have more like taller grass. Oh, probably gonna have to do that. we could go with that. Like thicker grass. And then dirt. Yeah, we have like some dirt here, so we could just add a few patches and then not a ton, but something. Let's turn that off. I think that works for like the ground cover. Now how to blend this. I guess we'll just start with the the rocks. Because this is a bit easier to do. I have moss rocks here. Doesn't look like it. Okay. I might mix some of these in then. I had got a bunch of rocks on top as well. Okay. And we could do a couple of these smaller ones. Because like no one's gonna go up here, so it's pretty safe to just... Sometimes people get stuck on the little ones. And then we're gonna put just a couple of these guys out here. I think that's all right. So let's add trees. There were a couple stumps here, but not too many. Mostly do them. Hi Moisty, how are you doing? Doing alright? We're doing some level design. All right. I think that's all right. Oh, we got ads. Oh boy. And we got ads. Everyone's favorite. Oh, and we got a raid. Hi readers, hi Hedgehog, how are you doing? Double Hedgehog raid. How was your stream? What were you up to? I hope you guys aren't stuck behind ads. Perfect timing. Did you dodge the ads? Oh boy. Why does the music not repeat even though it's on loop? We got stuck pronouncing cassava. I tried managed to crash his entire stream just as he was finishing up from there. Did the cassava crash the stream? The stream was good. Played some Timberborn. Oh, Timberborn's fun. Tried to show off some Unity stuff at the end. Crashed your first. Classic. How are you liking Timberborn? I have a lot of hours in that game. I streamed it a couple times. We are working on redoing some of these maps. We're working on this one right now. You can kind of see. Ooh, 30 seconds left on ads. Oh boy. I wish my back wasn't so bad right now. You last, you must go. As well, thank you for joining briefly. Have a good whatever, Iron Dino. Alright. So, let's see. Oh, right. It's my BGM Animal Crossing. Yeah, Game Chops has a new, cozy and relaxing Animal Crossing lo-fi jazz. Thank you. Alright, so let's see here. So apparently the browser works, but window no longer does. Raid and run. Okay, good luck. Good luck. May it not be broken. So I do have these stones. The thing is, I want to just blend it a bit because this is supposed to be like the really rocky area, and these are supposed to be like the walkable rocks. So I think we can get away with just like popping down maybe a couple. here. Here we can just do, whoop. Like one of these. Should be enough. How you doing? You have a game for me? What is another name for a female deer? What does the N and UN stand for? Put them together and it makes what word? You know, what did I say yesterday? I said you're banned for the month. All right, let's see. How's my evening going? Well, I may have an allergic reaction to my new shampoo and conditioner I bought today, so that's lovely. Yeah, otherwise, I don't know. We're getting stuff done. Today was a pretty chill day, all things considered. That's no good. Yeah, I'm allergic to perfume. So, yeah, and all hair care products tend to have a little bit of it, and it's kind of like the one I have right now has it, and so it's like, okay, well, a little bit should be fine because I was reading the ingredients and it's near the bottom, so I'm like, well, a little bit should be fine, but like that would be appreciated. But my head is a little itchy, but my scalp is not like red or inflamed, so that's fine. Itchiness on my hand is gone, so it could also just be new product freak out, you know. We'll see. I mean, worst case, I just go wash my hair. I bought because my hair gets super frizzy in the winter. It's very dry, which is why I bought new product, because I was like I've just been tying my hair up because it's too much, but and I have hair oil, but it got really frizzy, and I was like, can I just like get better, like different shampoo and conditioner, like can that just solve my problems, you know? Any Benadryl to help if it's an allergy? I have a 24-hour allergy pill I take because of the dogs, so I've already taken it today. Not much more I can do on that front. Because it's like a skin thing, it's like, go wash your hair, right? But I'm in the middle of the stream. It's just not bad enough to go like, be like, hey guys, I need to go dunk my head in a bucket, BRB. Yeah, just like my realization as the stream was going, I'm like, oh, I'm sneezing a lot. Huh, that's strange. Oh, my ear's kind of itchy. So, you know. Okay, so we're gonna do the golden flowers here. I think, yeah, we kind of want to blend them out, right? I'm looking at density. That might be fine. Like that, yeah. I have sensitive skin as well, so you can understand there's no fun for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know, fun fact, I'm allergic to pine trees. I think I've told this story before, but I am allergic to pine trees. I can't touch them. And I recently found out I'm also allergic to the smell of pine tree. Not like anaphylactic, but like makes me deeply uncomfortable. When I was younger, we had a real Christmas tree, and all of my toddler and like younger elementary school photos before we got a fake tree was of me in a snowsuit decorating the Christmas tree because I wasn't allowed to touch the tree. I could just longingly sit there and watch as other people decorated the tree, and then occasionally I would get to decorate it here and there. And I had, like, when I was really young, it was a snowsuit, and then when I got a little older, I had like finger gloves, and I was fully like in sweaters and everything. Yeah. It's funny because, like, how on earth do you find out that your child is allergic to a Christmas tree, you know? Hi, Bird Bun. I had a holiday hazmat suit. I did, yeah. So, yeah. Pine trees are nice to look at, though. But I'm always like, oh god, I'm gonna have an allergic reaction, you know, if I touch them. Hope I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm doing alright. How are you doing? Okay, so I think that will take care of this corner. In terms of like flowers. Okay, so we have bushes to place. We have biome blending is difficult. That's what takes the most time, honestly. Bushes, okay. Is this the game you're working on, Gatela? Yep, it's Gatela. We're working on redoing some of the map. This section right now could be better. Heading to bed soon. Hopefully tomorrow's better, and hopefully sleep is good. That looks amazing. Thank you. We're redoing. So you can kind of notice if you look in the older areas, it's kind of just all over the place. I mean, there's some clipping here going on because of the screenshot tool, but like, it's just kind of like, how do you know that you're up here, right? Like here. Well, I guess the cliff gives it away. How do you know if you're here, where you are on the map versus like here? Whereas, like, if we look at like some of the newer maps, right? When you get further, my head is covering it. We'll go over here, right? Like over here, we've got big poppy field, right? We got lots of grass and a pond. We've got a flower field, right? We got forest. Then it gets like super sparse. Then you get sort of like this autumn thing going on here. The flower colors change too, right? As you approach the capital here, you get the purple, yellow, and white flowers. Or it's mostly purple. Then as you approach over here, the land starts breaking up, and then it transitions into the swamp. Right here, you've got the factory, right? So it's like realistically, if you were like just like here, right, and you saw these yellow trees, you'd be like, oh, I'm near that autumn forest, right? Or if you saw here with the purple flowers, you'd be like, oh, I'm close to the capital, right? Because the purple flowers don't show up except over here. Right? Or like this big green space, you'd be like, oh, I must be near the pond. And the issue is also over here. I have seen people, this is the starting town. Okay. So you exit, it's divided into 4, but you exit here. You're right, area 405, yeah. So you exit here, right? And you need to get to this town. I have seen people exit here, go here, onto the next map, right? Because it cuts, it cuts right here, right? They're here. I've seen them walk. Oop. I've seen them walk over to this map. Okay, they're here. Change screen. They're here. I have seen them go down to here. And then go here. And then go here. In a loop. I've watched like for 20, 30 minutes. And I'm like, what you doing, bud? Or like down here. They can't tell the difference between like up here and down here. And then they just tell me about, they just kept fighting the same 3 enemies over and over and over again. Because they kept walking into, because you see like there's an enemy that spawns here, and there's one there, and there's one there. There and there. Like down here. And they just loop, 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 loop. Well, I was like, why aren't you following the road? Why aren't you following the mini map arrow? And they're like, because I don't want to use the road. Yeah, they're clearly lost, and I've watched it, and I was like, hey, you could use the road. I want to use the road. Okay, you could use the mini map arrow. I don't want to use it. Okay. Because the mini map arrow is not perfect either, because you can enter from the north and the south. So when they were following the mini map arrow, it would say go this way, right? And they'd be on this map, and so they would change screens, and then it would say, okay, well, you could go down or this way. And so they would go down, and it would come here, and it would say go up, or like go this way. Anyways, I've watched enough footage. I've watched enough footage. So this area has the exact same problem. I've even gotten lost in here when I was playtesting. So I'm like, nope, I need to fix it. That was one of the reasons why we also redid. I paused development. It'd be wild to watch. It's painful. It's painful when people are kind enough to send me their Let's Play, and I watch it. I always have to like steel myself because it hurts. Until you can't go anymore. Yeah, some people they just like, okay, I have to go west, goes west. Oh, I'll just follow the road. Like, there was a co-op at my work, gosh, like pre-COVID. Okay. This enemy tended to be a snake. So what would happen is they would exit the town. The snake, they would change map here, right? You can kind of see the divider here. There'd be a snake enemy. They would go attack the snake. They didn't realize that the fist meant attack. And so they hit the dodge button because they thought dodge meant kick, even though it kept saying dodge, right? As like the name of the skill. And they were like, why do I keep dying over and over and over again because they kept hitting dodge. They were like, why can it hit me if I hit dodge? And I'm like, dodge doesn't give you like a get out of free jail card. I was like, why don't you run away? Why don't you punch them? Right? Like, you have an attack button. Why aren't you using attack? I have an attack button. I was like, how did you go through the entire tutorial and not realize you had an attack button? And then they told me that they thought that dodge would kick. And I was like, but it says dodge. And they were like, well, okay. They want iframes. I don't know. Why does block not block everything? And I'm like, because that's a critical, like, the demo has a very simplified version of the battle system too. Like, it's literally only like 3 or 4 skills. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I can't fix that. I was like, what can I even do? I'm like, I can't fix that. That's like the Cuphead jump thing. I can't fix it. So anyways, we're just going through and fixing things. Oh, that poor sweet boy. That is how I'm gonna remember him. Also doing what's it called? The Fortnite dances. Fortnite dances in the middle of work. That's pretty good. Patience of a Saint. Just try something else if the first thing doesn't work. Expecting a different result, but doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is the definition of practice. To practice is to be insane. Alright, let me see. Yeah, we're gonna do bushes. Okay. Bushes. Where is it? We're doing these ones, right? Yes. I like that definition better. Yeah. Yes, Monsieur Joe Hills introduced me to it. I don't know if he's the one that coined it, but it's a very good one. All right, you gonna restart with the audio here? So folks just want things to work how they expect, not how they are. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think I talked about it before, but some people also now that I know more, so at the time, okay, we're gonna back up. At the time, I was very confused on how people could say they love RPGs, okay, and not covers that up completely. I'll do that. Not engage with like the story, like what's being said. It was very strange because I had some playtesters who played the game and they're giving their commentary to me, and they completely misunderstand what's going on. Like, absolutely, like no questions asked. And I remember being very confused. And I had to double check with a friend who had also played the content, and I was like, is it me? Or like, can you read it this way? I'm very confused. And so, you know, my friend replayed it and got back to me, and they were like, nope, I think it's just that person problem. But nowadays, you know, they're talking about the literacy crisis and people's inability to what's it? Like just media literacy. stuff like that. And I'm definitely looking back on it, seeing kind of what that was, because the person was seeing what they wanted to see, and when the game presented something that was different, like this is in the demo, so it's not a spoiler. Zach says in one of the skits, "I don't like apples," okay? And I remember their commentary in the Let's Play being, "He doesn't like apples? Well, that's impossible. He must be being sarcastic." And I was sitting there and I was like they a fact was presented to them in no uncertain terms, and it did not align with their, I want to say reality, but you know, like they're you know, and so they rejected that completely and made up like it must be sarcasm, it must be a lie, it must be a joke, like that sort of thing, even though it was not what was presented. What if he's allergic to apples? Yeah, I know, right? So, like, I right? And that was like, that's early on in the demo. So when they were playing the other parts of the game and I saw the same thing happening again and again, I was like, what is going on? Is it them? It must be a them problem. But now, like, I'm scrolling through TikTok and you have all these teachers and they're talking about the literacy crisis. And they're talking about, of course, elementary school teachers are talking about elementary school kids, but there are high school teachers talking about like 18-year-olds with the same sort of issue. And yeah, this happened just as COVID was happening, right? So like 5 years, but like it sneaks up on you, right? So like it could have definitely been happening around that time. And I just sort of went, huh, you know? But then, I'm gonna say then, I've also seen the same thing. I don't really engage with fandoms anymore. I find that it doesn't really align with how I want to say consume media. That's the wrong word. Enjoy media? Enjoy things? Art? You know? I also mostly watch like YouTube nowadays. I don't really watch TV. Because I'm mostly taking a break. It's been a 3-year break, but I'm mostly taking a break. This, I think he's going to be a target for collisions. Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll be good with the bushes. I want a couple purple flowers down here. Just to blend this over, I think. How far? Like that. So I don't really engage with fandom anymore, but I've seen it before even when I was engaging with fandoms, that like something would happen and people would jump through hoops in order to even, it could be the most obvious thing in the world, and people would jump through hoops to be like, no, that can't possibly be what it is, because it goes against my headcanon or whatever. And to be fair, even myself, when I was like a teenager, I could do that because, you know, when I started theorizing, oh, what's the next thing gonna be, you know, and engaging in that, you would come up with fun ideas, and then what would happen would not be anything like that, and you'd be like, oh, well, there must be a reason because of all this other stuff, and then it's like, no, you just give it up. Give it up. It's not gonna happen. You know? Hi, Fazer. Oh, thank you for following. Consume is a good choice of words in my observations. It feels like it is a consumption that you take it in as processing and becomes changes inside of you because of it. Maybe, yeah. Save my word, thank you. I'll save the button. Save. Yeah, I don't like the idea of consumption though, because like it's you just sort of like, it does explain how people engage with media nowadays, but I don't like it on a principle of like you shouldn't really be consuming art. I don't know, like art is supposed to like you're supposed to experience art. That's the word. That's the word. Art is an experience, right? Movies make you feel sad or happy or scared, or you know, games the same thing. They can make you angry, they can make you cry. You can walk and see something beautiful in the game and be like, that looks so cool, you know, like it makes you excited, you know, like it's all emotional, right? I feel like consumption is the wrong word for that, but it does explain the difference in, right, like some people are consuming, some people are experiencing, you know, that sort of thing. But the lexicon nowadays is consumption, so you know, big words. That's the purple flowers. I don't really have. Oh, I have a couple yellow. Okay, we'll do a couple yellow. Okay, we'll go like that. Are there any other yellow ones going down? Not really. Okay. I think report is over here, so we're just gonna pop down one or two, not too many. And that should do it for blending on that side. Oh wait, no, I do have the tall grass to do. Okay, we'll get to that. But let's think about other flowers and stuff to put here. But yeah, so seeing, knowing kind of what's happening and like it's definitely here, it's definitely happening, and like knowing that with fandom and fandom ideas that like you come up with an idea of a character or a setting or what the arc is going to be. If it doesn't match up, you like go through hoops to try and like get it to be like why it's like that. Oh, it must be sarcastic, it must be this, it must be that. And then like you get very confused when you're playing the game and you don't enjoy it because you're not experiencing it, you're consuming it, I guess. Yeah, I've definitely seen that watching some people's playthroughs of the game. It's very, it's a little frustrating, because in my specific case, right, these are people I'm giving like preview builds to. So I'm like, I really trust your opinion on this. Can you play it and let me know, right? And then you get it back and you're sort of like, should I have trusted your opinion on this? Right? Because then I have to sit there and sift through where their opinion seems to be appropriate and where it does not, right? Drawing a dog and everyone saying that's a lovely cat, and then I have to keep saying it to the dog. Yeah. Yeah, there's that too. I had a friend in university who saw a picture of Zach and said that it was a girl because they didn't really understand like anime art style. I was like, no, that's a guy. And then they just kept referring to Zach as a girl constantly every time I talked to them about the game. And that was a different frustration. Or I had a different friend in university who did not play games. They only played, was it Eden Eternal? Give me a second. Eden Eternal? Yeah, it was Eden Eternal. That was the only game they ever played. Okay. I guess they played Pokemon. But anyways, at the time, that was the only game they were playing. And, they would not engage with the game, but they were more than happy to give me their opinion on things I should change. So like the opening cutscene in the demo is dialogue. And they said, the opening of the game needs to have explosions and action scenes and all this other stuff. This isn't, I see a word, I'm out. I'm not reading anything. I'm going to skip through all of it. You need to make all the cutscenes skippable. And I still need to be able to understand what's going on and all this other stuff. And I was just like, maybe this isn't the right game for you. And then at the time, Gatela was much smaller in scope. And it was going to be mostly mobile. They were like, oh, you can't put it on mobile like this. And you can't charge people money. People won't buy games on mobile. I was like, they're like, you need to put ads into the game. You need to figure out how to do that. You need to, no one's going to pay more than $2.99 for this, right? I mean, you can go to the Steam page and look at it and be like, would you pay more than $2.99 for the game? Right? They kept like insisting no one would pay money for my game. At the same time, they weren't really engaging with what was going on and anything I was saying or anything, which was disappointing in a different way. I'm gonna put brown napkin. I want to put this near Mirror Nova. Oh, I want to start transitioning grasses actually. That's what we'll do. We'll transition grasses. Next month. What if it were next month because I'm not allowed to give money right now? Just teasing you. Yeah. Man, if friends crapped on my game like that, I'd spiral so bad. Yeah. Yeah. And it was hard. It was hard because, yeah. Well, I don't talk to them anymore. It was. I think the situation was more of a friends of circumstance than friends of friends, right? Because I think from university, I only talk to one person nowadays. Okay, let's see, grasses. So we're gonna do that. I think we don't have any down here. No. Okay, so we just have up here to transition. But yeah, there was, it's hard, right? I remember when I launched the Kickstarter, I had lots of people telling me that it looked good, no issues, it looks like all the answers are solved, stuff like that. And then when the Kickstarter came out and it wasn't doing very well, I remember messaging those same people being like, I don't understand what's going on. And they were like, oh, well, that's because you don't have this. And I was like, well, no one mentioned that when I asked. And they were like, oh, we thought you knew. I was like, I sent you the final version of the Kickstarter page as if it was like gonna be the thing, right? Okay, I think that's good. And then over here, do we want to do oak grass? Or do we want to do... I think I want to do meadow grass. I want to do big meadow. Big meadow. Your sidekick foot was twitching up in here. I don't mind. Would have been... Oh yeah, I was very upset. How are you not to be upset with that, right? This one isn't gonna have color variation because I want it to be sort of zoom out a bit. Yeah, I think that's okay. This is a big transition map, so I think that's okay. Am I forgetting anything? It might be good. Okay. Yeah. Right. Instances, transitions, NPCs. That's a skip trigger, so that's fine. I don't have to disable that. Alright, so map 10.5. Where is our... Oop. Yeah, it's definitely difficult, right? To put your trust into people and they spoil it. 2392618. Yeah, even people like, you know, sometimes, oh, the thing is you never know. Wait, can you do a let's play of the game demo and try to walk to the ocean and then ask why I can't walk in the ocean? I just want to feel the water between my toes. I mean, you can, but there used to be a bug where you could float on the ocean. There was a bug in the old engine where if you pushed yourself hard enough against the collision box, you'll eventually go through it and you could walk on water. You're welcome to try and break it, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, the hard thing is you'll trust someone's opinion, right? You'll like talk. Yes, that was actually what it was called by the person who reported it. Yeah, you'll trust someone and it's not until you get the feedback from the person that you realize that you've trusted the wrong person for feedback, which is the unfortunate part. Oh, where am I? Oh, there I am. Yeah, okay, so here we are. Yeah, almost done. What's this one? Oh, it's working fine. We got clouds and stuff. There's our steam. You can actually see the steam from the steam power plant here. You can't really see the inside. That's why the inside isn't too decorated, but it's decorated enough for like a cutscene that pans over it. Or if you no clip. But I wonder if that's a problem. You get stuck? Wait. Oh, no, okay. I haven't been testing if you get stuck on any of these new designs. But I think that feels like an appropriate like transition. Like, oh, yellow flowers. Let me see what else. We'll go down here. Yeah, because like you could talk to someone, like you can, like, for example, you talk about game dev with someone, right? We'll make this about game dev. You talk about game dev to someone and you think you're on the same page, and they ask you for feedback on their game, and you ask for feedback on your game. And so you play their game, and even if in it, like, I'll just talk about myself, but the expectation is that you already kind of know about their game because you've been talking about it, and you kind of know what they're interested in because of this. And they said, hey, what do you think about like this in the game? And so maybe the game isn't, you know, polished or whatever. But you can be like, yeah, I think you have a good solid base. I think, or like, I got really frustrated with this. I don't know if that was your intent, but like this, and you know, that's just kind of how it is. You're not shitting on them or their ideas or like telling them like, you need to change this because this. You're giving a critique, right? Because that's what a critique is. It's not tearing something down or, you know, assuming what the person wants. Like you kind of already know what the feedback is they want or what they're interested in. And so that's what your critique is. It's like, I don't think you were successful at this because of this reason. Also, I had difficulty with this, or like, I didn't know what to do, right? And when you're talking about like art and stuff and experiences and stuff, you have to talk about like, right? Because like, if it's a drawing, you can talk about like technical skills. Like, oh, the rendering on this pixel, you got some pillowing here, but like, I think that the color choices are pretty good, right? Whereas like, you know, with this, it's like, music again. It's like, oh, I didn't experience this the way you wanted me to, right? Did I draw the art for the game? It's really good. Thank you. I do some edits, but I don't really draw too much. I do most of the art, is the level design and stuff. If you want to know who did the art, here you go. You'll find everyone there. Yeah, and we have a clearance on the bottom here. And this might be a problem. Let me see. Oh, it is. It sure is a problem. You want to add any source engine models? Thank you. Where is the trees? Here we go. You just push it over a bit. That might be safe. Let's go check. Sometimes I have to shift it a little bit over and a little bit back on the border, so it doesn't really line up 100% with the screenshots, but you know, that one's quite egregious, so we will move it over. Yeah, so you know, you do a critique and you stuff like that, and you're like, oh yeah, we're on the same page, we'll do a critique, all this other stuff. Probably another day into good luck. It looks cool. And then, you know, you get your feedback and it's not a critique. Oop. Which is the unfortunate part. It's not a critique. Oh, no, that's still pretty bad. Okay. That should be fine. Okay. So we're gonna take a screenshot and I'm gonna update and we're gonna see if it looks good. So yeah, it sucks like I remember when I asked someone for feedback roughly when Triangle Strategies demo came out, and their feedback was I should make a tailor like Triangle Strategy. And I was so disappointed in the feedback I got because I expected them to I stopped asking for feedback. I expected them to engage with the game like sincerely, right? Is it tab that I have it hooked up to? Oh, I might have turned off screenshotting because I had to do the update. Yeah. I want the full map, please. Yeah, it was just like your game needs to be more like Triangle Strategy. Will the game be priced around 30 when it's released? Because I'm gonna start saving for it if it's so. I haven't decided on a price, but roughly, yeah. I think that's a good ballpark. It'll be in there, in that range. Cloud shadow effects are cool on the ground there. You just know the detail. Yeah, that's one of the special features of the biome is that there's like, it's really like breezy. So you get clouds. And then with the steam, you get the steam. I'm gonna hide behind the tree because it will not have Zach in the picture. There we go. See? Not perfect. Some of the things are cut off, but it's fine. Do you have a ballpark on how much work is left to get you across the line? Give me a second. Let me update the map and then I'll chit chat about that. Little things like that go a long way with you. Yeah, there's like here you can look at the image. This is the before. You can look at the before while I fiddle with this. There's a world map check. That one, that version 2025. And then we are going to go up here. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I put in birds and squirrels and stuff. Game Maker particle effects? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much just using basic particle effects for that. Let's get Halo. Screenshot. There we go. Put that in. New layer. Cute. Oh, this is folder. Found it. And then transform. Transform, and then move. Let's see. Did I line everything up properly? We'll find out. Oh, that looks pretty good. Oh, good. Okay. Let me, save. Will open the Windows computers at launch, or will you make a Mac version as well? Right now it's Windows only. I might do Linux, but I might not do Mac. Just because Apple development is ass, and I hate it. However, people have emulated it through Wine successfully. So, you can emulate it and it runs pretty good, apparently. I want a PNG. And I want it to be this one. Yes. All right, you ready to see the change? All right, we go from that to, where is it? That. I quite like that a bit better. Oh, that's the is that the tiny version? It is the tiny version. Like, it'll look better once I finish adding the trees and stuff, or not the trees, but the blending. But it's like, oh, this is Pine Tree Central, you know? A bunch of pine trees are here. And then, you know, we're moving over to like meadow grass over here from the foxtail grass, you know? And then the purple flowers are over here. And the yellow flowers are here. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's close to 11 p.m. You have to head to bed. Good night, Ito. Thank you for joining. Okay, let me answer questions. Quickly. Let me answer your question quickly. Catch up what you missed during lunch. Have a good day. Yeah, so cost I haven't decided because the game's been taking so long. Like originally I was like, oh, I'm gonna price it at like $10, or I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna do 15. Oh, I'm gonna do 20. And now I'm sitting here and I'm like calculating like ROI and like all this other stuff, and I'm like, an hours one day closer to gift appreciation gifts. Calculating like the, you know, like the time to play the game and like all this other stuff. I'm like, oh boy, you know. So because the other thing too is like you can always lower the game's price, you can never raise it. The only time you can raise it is when you go from early access to a full release. That's like the only time that people seem to accept raising the prices. So even if I price it at like, let's say 30 USD, it gives me a lot of room to do like sales or like to reduce the price, or, you know, or like even if I do like early access and I launch it at like 25 USD or something, you know. So saying like 30, that's a pretty good amount to like save up for, you know. And if you can't afford that because USD is really expensive, then I do have the free Twitch channel point redeem thing. To be fair, it is quite expensive, but we'll do point betting for that one. I think that's like just if you watch most of the streams, you should have that much amount. I on my mod account I have almost 700,000 points. So, you know, very rockstar of me. Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Like, this is not a $50 game. Like, in my head, a 50 USD dollar game is like AAA or roughly equivalent, you know? Like, a AA game can be, probably be halfway there if I didn't keep making my weird stuff yet. But like, I think it's a reasonable amount. Like, if you watch the VODs, you still get channel points if you're watching them on Twitch. And like, you know, I could lower that amount as like a, like, hey, it's out. Do you want a free thing? I'll lower it in half on Twitch. You know, like, I don't know, you know, but it's there. So you can get it for free if you really, really want. I'll give you a key. But yeah. But yeah, Get Tail is not a $50 game for sure. If it is, I've done something wrong. Yeah. And then for platforms, I mean, there'll be PC. I might do Linux because I can at least boot up a Linux thing and test it. And then there may be other platforms that I haven't announced that I'm greenlit for. So yeah. There's that too. But PC first. I'm one person. I know I can port to literally everything on the planet. Console? Okay. Console. Yeah, well, we got ads. I can port to everything on the planet, but I'm one person, you know? Make it tail over on Tizen. Okay, let me, while we're stuck in ads, let me commit this. As Lunchbox. Is it not updating? Come on, Fork. I believe in you. All commits. Is Fork not updating? It updated for Lunchbox. Do you want to... Oh, it's loading. Oh boy. I have too many commits on this repo, apparently. Or GM games for you, because, like, Enterprise is ridiculously expensive. Yeah. Let me put it this way. Worst skip secret ever. Okay, that's 10-5. Let me see. 10-1, 10-2, 10-5. There we go. Yeah, I don't trust anyone porting for me. I would have to peer review everything and or PR review, whatever. I can already tell you I'll be faster than whoever has to port it. The only thing is that oh, I should wait. Yeah, that's unauthorized. Come on, Jared, let me in. Done. Okay, almost done. What time is it? I think that's enough time. Okay, yeah. The only thing about like porting Game Maker games to other consoles is the only you can do everything yourself. The only platform that does not let you is PlayStation. You have to it has to be a partner that does it. Also, they're very strict on the dev kits, and you rent the dev kits for like $5,000 a year. You don't own them. Whereas if you purchase the dev kit from like Switch or whatever, they have like a full dev kit, and then they have like a partial dev kit for like indies and stuff. The people who work from their houses, you can only get the full one if you have like a dedicated office building, because it has to be in a certain commercial building type of thing. If it's in a house, you get the partial dev kit, so it's not fully unlocked, but it's enough that you can do porting and stuff. And if I recall correctly, Xbox, you can just do it on any PC. Something about trophies being mandatory. Undertale on PlayStation just has a room where you talk to a dog over and over again for achievements or something. Which I thought was very funny. Yeah, platforms have some interesting requirements. Now, to be fair, most of my porting was for video streaming apps, so, you know, we didn't need to have achievements, but, yeah. Holly, do you have to go out? She has to go out. Okay, keep asking your questions, I'll be back. Here, you can look at it. You look pretty. We're probably gonna do this one. Pretty. Hey EP, how are you doing? What am I making? I'm working on Gatela. It's a Victorian steampunk RPG with debate battles. Demo. There you go. $3 to $5 demo on Steam, but I could beat it in an hour. Hi, Gleb. Right, what were the questions? So we talked about porting, we talked about ballpark on how much work is left to get across the finish line. This is an excellent time to plug the monthly update I write every month, almost every month. Every other month right now, but that one's for Twitch. Where's YouTube? I don't have a handy link for YouTube. That's YouTube. Okay. Yeah, so I mean I posted the 2026 plan, but basically I'll just zoom out here. In terms of game, right now I'm rewriting the debates, right? Obviously the debates are a core part of the game. So depending on how that goes, we'll see how much work there is left. You know, it could be a lot, it could be a little, right? I already have the whole main story quest as it is implemented into the game. I don't have it like fully done because I don't know what I'm gonna have to change or add, and I didn't want to put in too much because I knew there could be changes, and I already wrote down a change I want to make. Thank you for following. With something in the demo content, so it's not big, but it's, you know, there's some stuff that might change here and there. So the cutscenes and stuff, they're there. You can go through the whole game and whatever, but they're not fully polished, and animations and extra fun stuff. So you know, there's that. That's blocking us a bit. That's on me to finish. But like I said, I spent last week working on it. I'm gonna spend more time on it. The other thing is, we have to get the overworld done. Like I need to finalize it for sure, because I can't add enemies and like treasures and like all this other stuff to the game if it will change, right? I'm going to have to change over here, which is the demo content. It's going to be a terrible time, but it has to be done because of the issues I talked about before. So this is only available to beta testers right now, this area, and there's only like 5 people who have it available. So they're good, right? I can change whatever here, it's fine. No one's really going to be impacted. The big thing is just like, you know, so the overworld has to be done so that I can add cutscenes and events and all that fun stuff to it. And we're doing this on stream because it's a fun stream thing, and it gives me time to do the writing off stream, and you know, and then obviously we have to add animals, and then we have to add enemies, and we have to add treasures, and then we have to add cutscenes, and at that point then I'm mostly testing. I'm gonna have to do some economy rebalancing and battle system rebalancing type stuff, just in terms of like points, not like what the skills do, just like how hard they hit, you know, that type of thing. I still haven't figured out the best way to do it. I know I have to use a simulation, but I'm not sure the best way to do the simulation, Because a lot of people were like saying like to do like, oh, pi sim or something, and you write it and then you just simulate. But at that point I might as well just be writing it in Game Maker and then simulating my stuff through like unit tests. So like, you know, I already do some of that with like the randomness calculation. Always make sure that it's, you know, 30% random is 30% random. It's not like Game Maker made a change to randomness a couple years ago, and it made 30% random 29% random, and I was so annoyed because I had to go change my my randomness calculation to account for it. But it's like stuff like that, right? So it's mostly I need to glue everything together part, right? Like there's still work for me to do to figure out because I need to fix things that people have brought up from beta testing and stuff, but like I need to glue it all together. That's kind of where we're at. How long that's gonna take, I don't know. I hope to get it done soon. My sanity is slowly slipping. Every day I get closer to fuck it, release it. Just release it, you know? But I do want to do early access if possible, just to iron out any sort of issues. Like other than the very end of the game, I'm probably gonna like early access like the whole game and just be like, go. Does it crash? Is the battle system too difficult? Do I need more accessibility things? Like kind of let me know type of thing. And then if it looks good, then I guess I'll do the final release and then enable the end of the game, you know? And saves will carry over and stuff, so you know, that's kind of the plan right now. I don't know how long it'll take. Right now my plan is to get this whole biome stuff done before end of March. Or no. Start of March. I should yap less. And then add some animals and stuff, and you know, then we work over here, and then I release it by summer. Yeah, that type of stuff. Alright, so 10.5, and then we want 10.6. 10.5, 10.6, and I also want 9.6. I think that makes sense. All right, 9.6, 10.5, 10.6. Okay, so let's start with. What have we got here? What is that on the water layer? What is that? Okay, well. Half. Change this to dirt. Cliff collisions. Lock that. Hidden collisions. Lock that. Should be under. Technically, it shouldn't be in here. It should be higher up. Instances we can hide for now. Transitions we can hide for now. We're gonna have a grass overlay. This is going to be this, and we're gonna have tall grass. We're gonna have darker grass. Okay. So that's pretty easy. Do we have, yeah, we do, okay. There's a gap of 1, yep. That one's done. We do have darker grass on here. Looks like it's just what, 1, 2 above the grass here. Like that. And then there's a gap of 1. Yeah. Oh. Should be right here. Okay, and then do we have darker grass up here? No. We do have dirt. I may have to move that. Let's see. So this one is at 2036. Okay. So 20, yeah. That's over by 1 more. So that's that one. We'll fix the actual shape after, and then there's no dirt here. That's fine. So we'll do assets, trees. We'll do trees. This tree is at 1736. Is that the same location? And then the Y should be 207. This one. 592.82. That And then over here, I wonder if the grid is part of the problem. Yeah. 3196. 3196. Okay, so they were pasted at the right position. 459. 459. Okay, right position, but wrong location. So if I just oh, we do? Oh. That's what, -4. This one is 10. Okay. Let's do the images. (1401) 3236. This is 3236. This is the only one. Okay, that makes my life easy. What is this? 1010 3199 is -1. Right. That is done. Okay, and I'm going to delete these. They don't look good. And nothing's spilling over here, so I don't have to carry it over. Let's do, I think there's only these two. Oh, you're not even in the right place. And this one. (1054) -6 (1054). All right, and then up here, (284). Okay, so I just have to 3226. Okay, so that is all of the border elements. Great, perfect. So let's work on fixing things. So we'll start with the grass. What have we got here? That's, yep. Okay, so this one we can have be a little longer. This one we can cut off. And this tall bit, we can have it be long and thin. Like that. And then this grass square is going to be small. Right, next is the situation. So I believe that I had placed this guy here. So we'll place that and then just get some dirt. Like so. Okay. Okay, so now we can start working on this. This is, in order to do this, you need to do a lot of that. So we're gonna make a road curve this way. I kind of like the idea of also having it curve a little bit this way, just towards the town, but not like be connected to the town, right? Because I can imagine some people living here might work here, so they may occasionally head up this way, whereas like most of the time people will be coming this way. And with that said, we could bring this down. That. We could have that sort of thing, and then like that. And so here, maybe cut it off there, expand this out slightly. So So you kind of imply there's a town this way, and there's a road that way. How much should they pay for you to put a crashed F4 Phantom in the game? I don't even know what that is. So a lot of money. Oop. There. Should I look it up? F4 Phantom? It's no. No. That's not even the right time period. Anyways, hi Overspeed, how you doing? Oh boy. As an Easter egg, like what's this doing here? Oh man, you guys are already getting cars. What do you mean you want that? What kind? Steam powered ones. Obviously. Also the dangerous kind. The ones without seatbelts. Oops. The best kind, exactly. Alright. So. Yeah, we're gonna have some dirt spots near the top here. Otherwise, it'll just be blending between the two like we did here. Pulling up on my steam-powered moped. It's actually interesting why we don't have steam engines, like in like small engines. It has to do with like the size of the engine in comparison to give me a second. the size of the engine in comparison to getting enough like horsepower. Also, some of the language nerds on the internet have been showing up in my TikTok feeds, and they've been talking about how much of the English language relies on like car goes back to carriage, which goes to wagons. Caricature goes back to wagons. Tons of stuff like that, and I was like, oh god. Or when they talk about like guns and stuff too. It's interesting. Are wagons in game? Yep. Wagons and horses. And a car. I showed the car on stream when I was working on that level. They'll never find it though. I don't archive these. That's probably okay. For dirt. So we'll do the tall grass and stuff after we do the trees, I think. The trees kind of inform where some of that goes. I'm out of water. Give me a quick second. I'm gonna get something to drink. Okay. My cat was like, is it bedtime? No, it's not. They're looking at me like I betrayed them. Let's go trees. So we do have a pear tree here. I think I'm going to put maybe not another pear tree, but like a one of these right here. Like it's the same type, but it just is on pairs. Just to imply. And then we have pine trees. I'm gonna put a few more bigger ones. I can't really put anything tall here because it'll show up. But I could put, you know, a couple small ones like this. And then I think just to blend in from up above. Go like that. That should be enough trees. Okay, so how much darker grass do we want? Small little patches. Just a couple. We can imply the existence of a road just by doing that. That, and then we'll do longer grass so we can might look strange. Looks strange not having it, but oh well. Normally I don't do that because it really emphasizes the edge. That might be okay. Let's do the water first. That should be easier. I know there's a lot here. Yeah, I spaced them out more. Okay. There should be a lot, just sort of in this area, because the water would be, I think, a little bit more stagnant. kind of want to put, just to make the area a little specialer. That. Yeah. Let me see. What did I do for? Yeah, there's a ton down there, but just a couple I think would look good. Do I have here? I do. Okay, so then also along the edge, we want to include some of the couch grass. How far out does it go? Okay, a decent distance. That should be fine. You can put like one there. Okay, and then we have a couple of the stones here. I'm just gonna put down maybe like one here. And then a couple like that. To blend that a bit, because we want mostly like the bigger rocks in the area. So you can see we had some of them here, the smaller ones. Let's see. Someone who's never watched me do this, a coding stream. What's this game's lore? This is a level design stream, so it's a bit different, but let me give you the Steam link. There you go. So basically, 10 years ago there was a civil war. That's bad. And it ended. But even though it ended, not everything got better. So as the protagonist Zach, being affected by this, you decide to go to your local lord to be like, hey, can you like fix this shit? And your journey brings you as far as the capital, stirring up the flames of war again. that's the brief summary. I think I wrote it better on the Steam. And yeah, charming. Yeah, so basically just this game is a bit it's fighting, it has debate battles, it's a lot of exploring. That's why there's so much effort put into the overworld. Yeah. There's not much I can say with that. They're big spoilers. Let's put some of these down. And what was I doing here? Yeah, I guess I can just put them wherever. Let's see, where would trees be? That might be good. Path. So we need purple flowers and okay. Speedwell. So basically we're blending we might have like that. That's good. We have more over here because this is, where they're coming from. Will you be in game or at least a character that looks like my model? No, I won't be in game. No. I haven't even considered doing that, to be honest. Maybe if I have time, I'll go put in an Easter egg. But, yeah, I haven't really considered it. Is there a log clipping the top of a tree? No. When the game gets rendered, it fixes everything. That's why I don't really care if the placement like this here. It's gonna, when it gets rendered, it's gonna be at the right y-axis or z-axis axis. So it'll fix itself. Yeah. Because otherwise, I'd have to have a layer for every single y-axis, and to move stuff around, you'd have to, or z-axis, you'd have to like physically move it between lanes. So yeah. Those are purple flowers. Then we need ripwort. Yep. We'll just put a couple. Not a ton. We need some rocks. This is very empty on purpose, but it feels a little too empty. Goodness. It looks better. Over here it looks empty, but that's kind of on purpose, so might be okay. We could just load in and see. Let's see. Oh, well, actually, it's gonna load us on the one above us, so it's fine. Man, literally everyone is playing Hightail. Holy crap. I guess it's the hot. Well, it did come out today. That is true. We'll wait for Twitch chat. I don't think I had anything. No. I thought maybe I put stuff under the water here, but I didn't. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't feel too bad. Basically, oh, you can go up, or oh, you can go here. Man, going from the empty screen to the decorated one is wild. I think if you continue this way, it'll pop out. Yep. Basically where the road is. Or ends. I think this feels good. Let me update the this. Yeah, everyone is playing Hightail. I'm amazed. I know it came out today, and I know that there's been some sort of I don't know if it's natural marketing or not, but like I've been getting so many like recommendations about Hightail. I loaded up TikTok just before the stream, And it was just, I've played Hytale. I've played the beginning of Hytale. I've done this, I've done that. And it's just like everyone is just talking about how they're playing it. Oh, I forgot to put pears under the tree. Yeah, now that looks funny. Okay, wait. Let me see. Forgot to put pears under the tree. Alright, let's go. Be okay. Okay, let me retake that screenshot. But yeah, I hope people are having fun with it. But oh my god, the funniest thing I saw, and that's how you know tech literacy is kind of failing, is there was an informational short about how to purchase Hytale and how to get future upgrades. They're like, is there going to be a game launcher? Is it going to automatically update for me? I don't understand. And I'm like, well, basically it was go to the website, purchase game. You make an account on website. When new version comes out, you download EXE and upgrade. And I was sitting there and I was like, clearly people don't need this, right? Like they don't need these informational things. But no, apparently a lot of people do. Apparently because everyone's using Steam nowadays. No one. Oh, whoops! This causes a lot of lag. No, okay. Yeah, no one really knows how to purchase games standalone anymore, apparently. Shocking. Or update, you know? Because all game companies have moved to launchers. It's just so I'm having a boomer moment, you know? Yeah, so some of the trees are not gonna appear, but that's okay. Something missing? Oh, it's just, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's because of the, yeah. Okay, so let me save this and then I'll show you the updated version. Close it. There we go. So yeah, you can see where the screenshot tool kind of fails. Also here, anything with shaders, it kind of breaks, but there we go. Everything lines up nice. I wonder if I can get a before after. Wait, let me put that there. Wait, let me put that there. Can I get this one? So maybe I'll post the region. Where's the... There we go. Oh. Why is it not working? There we go. Maybe first D&D map. Yeah, it's not that bad. Anyways. There, you can see the comparison. Kind of. I think that looks a lot better. It's not like... The thing is, you have to take it in context, which is like the whole everything, but having the extra flowers down here, having the little extra road, which we'll work on, and obviously the pine trees, having it be like pine tree zone is gonna help a lot. Just for making it feel a little bit different, you know, because before that it just looks like whatever, right? Whereas like, let me just, again, it's an in context thing, right? And it's hard when the rest of the area hasn't been redone, but just like this area looks different from this one, right? There might be a tree or two, but it's mostly empty, you know. And over here, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of trees. But yeah, it's also being biome blended for the most part, so I can't do too much, and this takes up a huge space, man. But yeah, it should feel better. I do have to, just looking at it, the you see the grass squares, you know, over here. Let me get rid of the old one. It's a little bit more obvious when you're zoomed in, right? Obviously the vegetation helps, but the grass squares here, they're like a bit bigger. You've got some small tall grass, right? Because it's coming from the forest, which I'm not changing. And over here, we've got, basically we're getting rid of this, and then we're having the bigger grass chunks, right? So over here, for example, we've got like one or two small ones, but basically phasing them out. Whereas like up here, we basically have no tall grass, and then we kind of bring them back in because of the forest, upwards. I need to really get rid of these darker spots in this area, because otherwise it starts looking samey, you know, like up here. I mean, you got the beach, so that's different, but up here versus down here, for example, right? I mean, I know there's no trees, but maybe this this one's a better example. There's some trees. So I've got to start phasing that out, otherwise it'll, because I did that here, like the grass. Or up here. But yeah, this middle bit's basically transition, so yeah, we'll see. I'm kind of hoping I don't have to come back and do another pass and adjust it, but we'll see. Because it does like group the region together as having both the dark splashes and the dark grass. And then over here, I can keep this sort of shape, right? Because then it'll be unique to this area with the tall grass. Because that shape doesn't show up down here. And it certainly doesn't show up over here. So we can do that, and then we can keep a lot of, well, I'm not sure how much I'm going to keep of it, but keep that design, I guess. Because one of the things that really differentiates this region from this one is that this one has like the solid roads. This one has like the darker roads, right? And it's not really clearly defined. That's why you have fences everywhere to kind of guide you. And then this one is bridges and dirt tracks. And this one I'm having it be broken up dirt tracks. So, you know, is any of this inspired by Vintage Story? Nope. Vintage Story is like my last like 2 months of my life. This is the last 14 years of my life almost in March. So I'm pretty sure I'm beating Vintage Story in terms of game development hell. 14 years, yeah. Like I said, I'm reaching the point where my sanity is just like, release. Hit the release button. Just get it done. Just finish. It's not done. Just cancel the project. It's done. Yeah. Games can go faster if you have funding. This map in Vintage Story? No. I did consider recreating the starting town in like Minecraft once, but I gave up on that pretty quick. If someone wants to, they can, but yeah. There's no way. Do you have any idea how big this is? No way. But hi Loney, how you doing? We're gonna be ending stream soon. I need to commit. Wait, let me commit. Let me see my work. Oh, it's thinking. Wait, give me a sec. Well, we can close that. That seems with the size of a town. Well, it's a quarter scale. So in game, playing usually this size. So when you play the game, it's about this big. This is 10-6. Walking simulator. It's not that bad, honestly. I think it takes like a minute to transfer between maps. Something like that. Let me push. The size, the scale, it feels really big, and it is big, but to get from here to here is like literally 2 minutes. You just go down and over. It's 1, 2, 3 maps. It takes a minute to walk across. And that's like walking speed. Like default you're running. So, which is like twice as fast. So it's not that bad. And there's fast travel. You unlock it at a certain point, but there's fast travel. So like, let's say you are like up here at the top. Oh, thank you for joining, EP. Have a good night. You can fast travel to like over here. You don't have to go all the way over or down here. Just so there will be fast travel. I haven't figured out. Like I figured out like the lore reason and like how you're gonna do it, but like I haven't implemented it yet. But it's not. It's a fancier teleport. So, and I'll probably make a different transition effect. Maybe a sound effect that goes off when you do it. And a UI. So that you can select which place you want to be fast traveled to. But yeah. Yeah, it's not that bad. Okay. I've committed the work. You got 2 things done today. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Why is 7, 6 here? Wait. Which map is 7, 6 and why is it the one I'm looking at? Give me a second. Oh, it is. Why is this one marked as needing updates? Right here. The border is, roughly here. Clockwise. What software am I using? This is well, we're currently looking at the map stitched together, but this game is in Game Maker Studio 2. I'm trying to figure out why I have this map section marked as needing to be updated. I don't see an obvious cut. Oh, I found it. Okay, there's a it's literally this. Although you've walked in at a terrible time because I'm gonna be going to sleep. It's past midnight. I have to wake up early. Oh, so yes. Here, I'll bring the map up again because I'll show you guys what I did today. So I do on the schedule have bonus stream for the subathon to do tomorrow. I think I'm going to do Arcania actually. Tomorrow. I really enjoyed what we did on Friday. The thing is that I may or may not have cavities, and I may or may not have the filling tomorrow, and I may or may not want to talk. So we'll see. It might get canceled. It might not. We'll see. We'll see. But if I do stream tomorrow and it doesn't get canceled, it'll be Arcania. It's having innate clickwise. So yeah. But yeah. Let's see. Is anyone streaming? Give me a quick second. Is anyone? Who's alive? Misaka's alive. Oh, she's doing Final Fantasy. Uptime 14 hours. The really lengthy Misaka stream. Okay, well, I don't know what she's doing, but she's doing something. We'll give her a raid. Alright. Thank you for joining. See you guys tomorrow, probably. If not, I'll be posted in Discord. Have a good rest of your week if I don't see you. Good night. Goodbye.